Hey guys, welcome back to FetchQuest. We had a little bit of a week break, took some time to relax, get to know ourselves a little bit better, and now we're back. I believe Zon, you wanted to catch us up?
Sure. Last week, we went into the mirror, into the crossroads that we were told about. We found a very strange, otherworldly place with a fountain that turned people into several older ages that I told them to stay away from, and they decided not to anyways. Along with several other mirrors, which were all chained, and we did not have the know-how to open them or where they are. So, after looking at those, that was when we decided to jump into the fountain and nearly die. And after such, we left and headed back to the Fallen Keep in the hopes that we don't just die to nothing.
Excellent. So, as you guys do enter into the Fallen Keep and start heading up to the rooms, the steward stops you. And for a moment, he looks like he's about to say something and then kind of looks over at Kara, who is aged, and everyone just generally looking a little bit beat up, and goes, I just wanted to say that the Lord appreciates your comments, and why don't you go ahead and rest a little bit, and then why don't we meet up after you rest? Just the same Lord's chambers.
That would be very helpful, thank you. What time is it right now?
It's actually getting a little bit. I believe we left off. It was around 3 o'clock in the 3 o'clock in the afternoon. With you guys getting back.
We will go rest, and I assume he'll have his court open come nightfall, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, then we will meet back up in exactly 8 hours.
Fantastic.
All right.
So, you each head to your rooms, and when you get into the door to the common room that leads off into the different chambers that leads to each of your individual rooms, you see sitting in one of the large overstuffed chairs by the fireplace is a figure in all black or dark blue plate armor. He tilts his head slightly when he hears the door open and looks over at you and then looks back at the empty fireplace.
Is it anyone we recognize, or has he got
Yeah.
like a full face shield on?
Oh, it's the Cheshire Knight.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yes.
Buddy.
Well, it's been a bit. Was it V you told us to call you? S?
It was S, yes.
Hello again.
Yes, it has been some time. I've had some distractions.
Right. Well then, why are you here then?
Because I've heard you have been sniffing around Velirine.
Well, yes? What? Did you expect us not to?
To be honest, I did not expect you to actually find the gateway yet.
Well, we did.
I suppose you have questions about the state.
Oh, you wish to actually answer our questions now?
Well, I've always thought of myself as very forthcoming.
We have very different definitions of forthcoming, then.
Let's all just hear each other out.
Is What's his name still with us?
The steward?
No, Kirk.
No, Kirk disappeared as soon as you guys went into the Fallen Keep.
Okay, makes sense.
And like he turned around a corner, you guys saw like as he was turning the little bit of red and black tendrils, so he just vanished into the crowd.
As one does.
All right. Well, I guess I do have many questions, but if you would like to give us just anything at the moment, that would be helpful.
Anything.
Very helpful. Yes, anything. Anything about Velirine in general. We've been curious about everything, and all of our questions have been vague, or answers have been vague for the most part for the longest time now.
What if you
possibly even start with just explaining what Velirine is, because that has been explained several different ways.
Velirine is a failure of a city. Well, more of a failure of a civilization.
That makes sense, and obviously is what we've been told many times. However, we've been told that it's also not a place, also not of this time or God. How do I describe it? They gave such a vague answer that it's hard to even explain their own answer.
Well, to be fair, even you could argue an hour ago is not of this time. Velirine happened a very long time ago. Okay. It was a civilization that ran on magic and fell due to, let's say, the inability to properly communicate.
Right. Okay. That is helpful. It's just, before I had asked, I believe, when Velirine happened or what it was, and it was described as not exactly happening in the past, but more... I don't even know how to describe it. It was a long time ago.
Well, that also depends on how you view time.
Then do explain how you view time, then.
Time goes on to different beings. For humans, it's very short, because it's viewed based on your own lifespan. Humans, it's very short. Elves, time seems to drift on. For more powerful beings, time could be even more repetitive than just straightforward. Look, it's very confusing, so I'll put things in your perspective.
Yes,
Velirine happened a very long time ago.
All right. Sure. And if it happened so long ago, why do you care that we're poking around now?
Because there are things left in Velirine that experience time in a more cyclical fashion than you. So the time that you, if you were to approach the wrong, if you were to approach the wrong object or person, it could be that another being, its time has come around again. 1 second. She keeps coming over here and smacking at my water. Fuck. It could be that they experience time in a more cyclical fashion, so they could be, instead of dying due to the age, they could fall asleep. There are peoples that have been lost in Velirine that never really died, but really just vanished.
Alright. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, there's parts of Velirine that are not exactly on the same timeline as us. That if we were to mess with them, we would somehow be pulled from our own timeline into another and vanish. Or become paradoxes, is what you're saying.
Yes, I suppose so, yes. That is a good, simple explanation of what I was saying.
Alright.
That is quite the risk.
Look, it's talking about it is one thing, but experiencing one of the tragedies of Velirine, now that is another thing. But it's a shame that you can't just go back. Oh well, you look aged mentally and physically. So I suppose you've touched the wrong thing in Velirine, and
Yes, some of us have.
right. So I shall leave you to your sleep.
No. There's way too many things if you're offering actual forthcoming answers that I need to ask before you leave.
Look, I don't have much time left. I can only spend a certain amount of time. I can answer maybe one or two questions.
Alright. Fuck. Now I gotta actually decide what I want to ask. How much of the actual history of the fall can you tell me about? What were these two groups, and why was there a lack of communication?
There was a chance to succeed. I can't really get into the details because I myself am a bit fuzzy on them. But there was a chance for Velirine to become greater than what it was. And there were some who feared it. So they fought back. And rather than doing what a good leader should do, and bring it to a compromise or get one group to agree with the other, the Arkmir inadvertently fanned the flames until everything just collapsed.
Alright. So then, what exactly is the host? And why does he want us to kill the Arkmir or destroy the Arkmir?
The host is one of the cyclical powerful beings I was mentioning. As for their motives, I couldn't possibly say.
Well, then what would destroying the Arkmir do?
Who can say? All I can say is that the host was born in Velirine.
Alright.
May I ask a question, or are you all tapped out?
Make it quick.
Is the Arkmir one of these cyclical beings?
I believe she had the opportunity to, but I don't believe she lived up to that. She lived to see that opportunity come to fruition. But I could be wrong. And with that, I'm afraid I must really go. Enjoy your rest. And he just slowly starts to fade away in the chair. Until the chair is completely empty. It's almost like the cushion doesn't even really have an indent in it, like there was someone sitting in there at all.
I'm beginning to understand a little bit more about this situation.
Stop coming up and biting me.
Well, I need to process this, so do what you all need to do. As I type up notes that I wasn't taking.
Oh, crap.
It's fine. I'm bullet pointing the Google Doc. It's not coherent, but I'm bullet pointing it.
So, what's everyone doing?
I think I'm going to go grab a seat and get some wine. For now,
Okay.
at least.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rest.
I need to fucking
Yeah, I'm
sleep.
just sitting down and resting, laying down.
Cool. So, as everyone takes their preparations to go into sleep, each of you. Now we get to the fun part.
Oh.
You feel the cold, blustery wind slam into you fiercely, cutting through the clothes that cover your body. Snowflakes fling into you like little frozen shards of glass. And as you open your eyes and look around, you find yourself on a mountaintop. Hold on. What the fuck? Why is it doing this shit? You find yourself on a mountaintop with 4 cylindrical towers and what looks to be an actively charging rune in the center. You guys all get the benefits of a long rest, by the way.
Cool.
So, if you guys would like to move, go ahead and do so 5 feet at a time, please.
Can I just look around? Like,
Yeah,
what is
sure.
going on?
Sure, make a perception check.
Cool.
You see these 4 towers, they're made of the same black stone that the one that you ran into with your butler, where you fought with your butler at. They each seem to be having some sort of pale green energy that's coming from the towers and leading into this rune in the middle, which is sparkling with blue energy.
Can I obviously tell that this is a dream, or?
Yeah, you can tell that this is a dream. But actually, this.
Well, more like
So-
this is like one of the host like dreams where it's obviously we're like not just teleported to this place. It's that we fell asleep and we found ourselves here.
It does seem to be like the host, like one of the host's dreams and invitations, but you never really felt anything in the host dreams, and here you can feel the cold biting away at you. Like any bare skin is getting nipped at by the cold. Although you do feel as if if you were really here on this mountaintop, the cold would be doing a lot more to you than what it is just now.
All right. Are there any openings around these towers, or are they just sheer?
As far as you can tell, they're just sheer tower all the way up.
All
They
right.
go up about 25, 30 feet.
All right. Just sort of look around. Stay behind me.
If you insist.
Will do.
So as you step there, Zon, you see a figure who is. This figure slowly comes fading into view in the middle of this room. The blue energy seems to be both emanating from them and striking into them as they stand in the middle, muttering arcane incantations and bringing this rune to even greater life. The green beams that are coming from each of these towers seem to be pointing directly into this person, whoever it is.
Does he have any recognizable symbols or clothing on?
So he is wearing, actually, he's wearing a cloak, and underneath that cloak, it's very like loosely tied around him, almost as if he's not noticing the cold. But underneath the cloak, you do see a shirt that's made out of the same material as Kara's dress.
I was just gonna ask that.
In his hand is a long black staff that seems to be serpents coiled around it, with 7 heads kind of gestured around, each pointing inwards, and there's a bright blue energy just kind of like burning in the center of the head.
I'm going to, like, covering my eyes from the snow, turn around and look at Kara's dress for a moment. Kara, I believe this is Theobrin.
Oh. I'm gonna move around Yovan so I can get a better look.
Sure.
I'm still technically behind Zon. This guy is tiny. Does it look like the ghostly form I saw in the lab that one time?
It's a little hard to tell because there's a lot of blue arcane energy and green arcane energy attacking and emanating from this person. But in between it, you recognize the shirt.
Look at Zon. I don't know what the fuck to do about this. I'm pretty sure this isn't real, but at the same time, what the fuck are we supposed to do about that?
It's just...
Um,
whatever brought us here for a reason, so let's play its game, I guess.
odd kind of question to ask, but taking a glance around this area as best I can, do I spy any of those mirrors?
I need you to make a investigation check since you're specifically looking for something.
No problem. That could have been worse.
Unfortunately, due to the just blinding blizzard that's around you and the distraction of the crackling of the magical energy, you're not able to focus on really anything but the figure in the center.
Oh. I've got a question.
Sure.
I've forgotten about this ability because it hasn't extremely weathered on us in a while. But with Storm Guide, could I stop the snow at least in 100-foot radius sphere around us?
Sure. Yeah, so as you tap into your bloodline, you guys notice that the snowstorm seems to lessen. It's not as biting cold. The snowstorm isn't hitting you as hard. Outside of about 100 feet, it is blowing fiercely, but within the 100 feet, which does cover all that you can fucking see, the snowstorm has lessened, and this does seem to get the figure's attention a little bit.
Like I said, let's play whatever this being's game is first. I'll just start moving forward.
Sure. So as you get right there, the crackling almost seems to quiet a little bit as the figure calls out, "Curus, you shouldn't have come here. I don't care how many of them you bring."
Sorry, friend, I am not curious.
And that's when you see a ghostly figure appear almost next to you. And I'm going to go ahead and reveal this. So, Curus is in a plate metal armor with the shape of an eagle on the chest, with almost seems like feathers coming out of the shoulders and arms. He's wielding a large sword in one hand with a tattered blue cloak hanging from his back.
I'm just sort of staring, waiting to see what happens next, and it just appeared next to me. And I assume now I'm watching something and not actually interacting.
So Kira steps forward. Did anyone else want to do anything, or were you just going to watch the scene unfold?
I'm gonna come up.
I'll move up a little bit.
Okay.
I waited, saw him. I'm gonna try and kind of cautiously
Also,
approach.
because I forgot last week and you sent me that fucking picture. You asshole. Does the armor look like the Feathered Knight's armor from the dreams way back when?
Yeah.
Oh, you motherfucker! Fuck you! What the hell? Ah!
So, Curus calls out, "Theobrin, it's not too late. You have to stop. You can't bring it here." Curus. And the figure raises its head. And one thing that you guys can see, well, a lot easier now that the storm isn't fucking with everyone's vision, is Theobrin's eyes. They're a bright, piercing blue. And Domikos, if not for the eyes, as the hood gets kind of blown back by the wind, for a second you could have sworn this looks like your dad, just aged more with darker hair, just stress lines all over the face. Curus, it's over. It's gone. There's no point to fighting anymore. He's won. He's twisted them all against us. He's twisted you against us. And you come to me with your band of murderers, and you tell me to stop? That I'm going too far? And Kira takes another step forward, the arcane energy kind of sapping away at him. And he goes, "Theobrin, it's time to come home." And Theobrin lashes out, the shade of Curus fading away. Oh, wrong computer. And he says, "No! I'm bringing him here, and it's time to end this." And I need everyone to go ahead and roll me initiative.
Wow, for once I'm not first. For once I'm not first.
Okay, let's do this.
Thank God.
Ridiculous.
Let me just get his real quick. Actually, it's not letting me roll. Oh, here it is. And I didn't click on the thing, so of course it didn't get sent. All right, top of the round. Joven, you've got a very angry wizard looking at you. What do you do?
Oh boy. Time to fight. Bonus action, go into a rage. I'm going to pick claws to form.
Okay.
And if there's one thing I've learned from watching Damokos and Kara fight, it's that standing near others is not a good idea. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
You've learned your
And-
lessons well.
I've seen what you can do and what Kara can do to align our area. And
No, I know what you're talking about.
that will be my turn.
Okay. So as your turn ends, it's now Theobrin's turn. And he's going to kind of point the staff at you guys all crowded up over here. And in his left hand, you see little sparks of blue energy flying from his fingers and going into the middle of his palm. And he's casting a spell. Anyone who has counterspell, would you like to counterspell?
No.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let me go. Just take
I
a
don't
look
want to
at
know
here.
what the fuck is going to happen to us.
Okay, I need you to go ahead and make a counterspell roll. DC is very high.
Oh, no.
I figured. That's why I didn't want to do it. That, and I don't know if I've decided if I want to even attack this guy yet, since he... Literally, we were just told not to mess with this shit.
We're not messing with it. It's messing with us.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So
There's more solutions than just killing everything you see.
I don't want to die. I had 10 HP just like 10 minutes ago.
So Kara, you try to counterspell, but just this wave of cold hits you coming from this spell. And he opens up his hand, and this little black orb flies from it. And a 15-foot block. Let me go get this right here. This, as soon as it reaches back here, it foomps out, and it's just this empty void pulling every single person. So everyone except for Joven, I need you to make a strength saving throw
Oh, no.
as you feel yourself getting pulled towards this tear in reality.
Damokos and Joven or Kara have +3.
So that would be a 9.
So
16.
uh,
I should have expected
each of you
this.
are pulled 5 feet backwards as no, wrong one. see right here. Let me just make sure I'm getting damage right. Actually, each of you are pulled right here. And each of you take 60 force damage. As you can feel this thing sucking away at you.
Said 60?
I said 60. I keep forgetting which keyboard to use. Okay, so that's going to be the end of his turn. Kara, I need you to make a I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I have 2 hearts. 15.
Unfortunately, a 15 does not pass, and you are knocked unconscious. Health goes down to 0, and you are not yet pulled into the black hole itself, but there is always a chance of that happening. And then at the end of your turn, you take 2 points of cold damage. So that's 1 failed save. All right, Zahn, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, sure. No?
So, okay, this thing's about to die on me. Whatever. I'll give it a second. So, your speed is reduced to 0, and you take 18 points of force damage.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Cool. Nope, don't have that spell. Never mind. Action lay on hands for 10 to Kara.
Excellent. Kara, you're healed by 10 hit points.
And then you said my speed was reduced by half? Or is
It's
it 0?
reduced to 0. The pull of this black hole is way too strong for you to fight against right now.
I can't do anything else.
Okay. Then, if you are ending your turn... Sorry, my headset will literally die on me if I don't plug it in right now. I thought it was charged. Cool. Then at the end of your turn, you take... Fucking kidding me. You take... No, that's way too much. Wrong. 8 points of cold damage.
Cool.
Damokos.
Yep.
You, actually, with Zahn's aura, managed to pull yourself free of the black hole's grasp, and you find yourself with the strength to push forward away from its pull. Your movement speed is not reduced, nor do you take any damage.
Cool. Question is what to do now. All right. Okay. Because that was not a fun bit of damage I just took.
No.
All right. Let me First off, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points. Double check at distance. Okay, well, I'm going to move forward a little bit.
I'd recommend that.
Can I go here, or is that like rocky terrain?
No, you can go there.
Okay. I'm going to go there. I'm going to quicken cast Black Goat's Blessing.
Okay.
And then I am going to use the orb to try casting Insinuation onto him.
Okay, he has to make a
Wisdom save at disadvantage.
fun. And he gets a 5.
Okay. So he is incapacitated
Incapacitated. Excellent. So this
and cannot make decisions.
drops. You guys no longer feel, as soon as it came, the black hole is covered back up by the snow. And he is incapacitated.
Cool. That will be my turn. Those 2
All
runes
right.
also light up on me.
Okay, excellent. So, Joven. You're muted, my friend.
Okay. So I saw that whatever thing that was happening back here disappear. Or,
Yeah, so as quickly as it came, the black hole just disappeared.
and looking at Theobrin, can I tell that he is incapacitated or?
He seems to be leaning heavily on his staff, kind of staring into the rune in the ground. Yeah, you've seen this happen before. He's incapacitated.
All right. I am actually going to experimentally take a step here
Okay.
and then try to take a step here.
So you very easily step into the rune, but as you do, you end up. God damn, droids! You get the lightning arcs into you, and you take 16 points of lightning damage.
Ouch. But fine.
I'm rolling mainly ones tonight, guys.
You hit us for 60 damage earlier.
Yeah, you don't want to know how many dice.
Okay. So standing here is bad. I'm going to attempt to grapple Theobrin.
Cool. So go ahead and make a grapple check.
That's athletics, correct?
Yeah, it's athletics.
And I think I just have advantage on that when I'm raging.
You are raging.
Yes. So we will see what that is.
I don't. He couldn't be able to beat that, so I'm not even gonna roll.
Yep.
So you are holding on to Theobrin, and you, as you grip onto him, like you squeeze tight, his body almost seems to compress with the squeeze, almost as if there's not really any solid form there.
And I am going to I couldn't really pull him out of here on this turn. Could I?
It would result in another check.
I would like to try. I can move 10 feet since it's half movement.
Sure.
I've already
go ahead
moved 10
and-
already. So.
Make another check. Okay, he has a chance of beating it. It's small, but he has a chance. And he doesn't. You managed to move him back 10 feet.
So I move here and then here.
Okay.
And as I do, I'm just going to be like, listen to me, you crazy bastard. You have the wrong people. We aren't the ones you think we are.
You literally wearing martyr armor?
I'm saying it to him anyway.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. So, how much damage does he take? Dumikos.
Okay. So yeah, you just can't take actions or reactions on that
Okay.
incapacitated. So he takes 10 points of psychic damage,
Cool.
and now he can reattempt the wisdom save.
So, as you see it hits him, his eyes flare up, and he looks up directly into your eyes, Yovan, and he hisses, "You think I wouldn't recognize the marks of the Forsaken?" And I need you to make, Yovan, are you going to continue to hold on to Theobrin, or are you going to let go as you feel his body start to ripple?
I'm going to try and keep a hold on him.
Okay, cool. So that means you're going to take this full damage.
And real quick, was it that he said Mark of the Forsaken?
Yep. Wow, that was a good roll. You take 26 points of piercing damage, but half that to 13 as his body explodes into spikes. And he goes ahead and disappears and then reappears right here.
Ow.
And that's the end of his turn. Kara, it is your turn.
Black hole's not here anymore.
Nope.
Like fucking God. I'm back where I was at the start of the session. Oh.
Can't do it again, though.
Fucking epic spells. Fuck you. I'm moving away from Zahn, so he can't do that again.
What was his wisdom save, Morgan?
He used a legendary save.
Okay, cool.
And does this require saving? Yeah, no, I only have 10 hit points. I'm going to polymorph myself into a T-Rex, just for the buffer.
Excellent. What level is that cast at?
4th.
4th? Okay. So you go to polymorph yourself into a T-Rex. He taps his staff against the ground, and you're just standing there in the cold as you feel counterspell hit you.
Oh, no. I moved like 10 feet. I'm moving 10 feet back this way. Fucking help!
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. I'm gonna
All
hide
right.
behind this tower.
Zahn, it's your turn.
Bonus action, second wind. Great.
I am so sorry.
And Yeah, I mean, whatever. Getting right there.
Cool. So
Dashing.
as you enter in, you take 18 points of lightning damage as the lightning cuts into your body.
All right.
End of your turn?
Yep.
Cool. I used up his legendary actions. So, Domikos, it's your turn.
Cool. So, Black Goat's Blessing is still up. Because it's crazy. I am going to try from the orb, Id Insinuation again.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom save at disadvantage.
What's the DC?
17.
Fuck. Got a 19 and then it went to a nat. Then it went to fucking way below. I don't even worry about it. It's just so far below. He is incapacitated again.
Yep, I'm just focusing on shutdown right now.
You guys don't want to see that again?
Nope. I'm gonna also move over to like here-ish.
Here we go. Incapacitated again. I can't believe that. That's so upsetting.
Yeah.
And
So
your turn?
You know what? Yeah. That'll be
All
it
right.
for now.
Top of the round, Joven. He is once again like leaning down, staring at the runes which are sparking into him.
Well, I can't take him out of there. Or at least I can't keep him out of there. So I just crack my knuckles and it's just like, I guess we're doing this the hard way. And I'm gonna run forward and slam a clawed hand into his face.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
So as you claw out, you can feel almost like the lightning is fighting against you. Oh, also you need to take the lightning damage. Yep. The lightning is fighting against you. Do not hit him. You take 16 points of lightning damage. This is disappointing. This is.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to recover and swing back at him again with my left hook.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a hit.
For 9 plus 3 for 12. And
So hold on. As you cut into him with this, the lightning almost seems to deflect most of this.
okay, that's fair. I am going to take the opportunity though to use my infectious rage on him, which means he must pass a Constitution saving throw at a DC 16.
Domikos, incapacitated.
Just cannot take actions or reactions. Technically.
Okay, cool. So he can make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
He passes.
Okay. Then I believe... No, I don't think he takes that damage then. Then it's fine. Bonus action, or rather third attack, with Beast Claws, which is why I love him so much.
That's
22.
another hit. And once again, the lightning does seem to slow down your strike.
Damn. Oh well. Getting some solid hits in at least.
Very true.
And that will be it for my turn.
All right, excellent. Next up, it's going to be his turn. And he's going to look at, well, okay, he's going to make the wisdom save. Does he doesn't still have disadvantage on it, does he?
Not for this one. He does take the damage first, though.
Cool.
3 psychic damage.
And what was the DC?
17.
Fuck. He got 16.
So he's still incapacitated.
Oh no. Ooh.
All right. Next up, Kara, it's your turn.
I don't want to come out of hiding, but I should.
You can't counterspell, you know.
That's a good point.
Wakes
So-
up just a counterspell that goes back to being incapacitated.
Layer action counterspell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna get up here and then I'm gonna turn into a T-Rex so that I have my fucking buffer so I don't die.
Keep forgetting.
You better not wake up just to fucking counterspell me, I swear to God.
No, he can only make the save on his turn. Here. They're large, right? We'll just put you over here.
T-Rexes are huge.
Oh, even better. There you go. And we'll just put you back when... Oh, shoot. Shouldn't have done that.
Literally just 20. So I'm right after Theobrin, but right before Zahn.
Gotcha. All right, is that the end of your turn, or did you want to do anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Cool,
I
I'm
just
just
wanted my buffer.
Put you over here. And then I'm just going to add you here. Cool. So, Zahn, it is your turn.
Yes.
And at the start of your turn, you take slightly less damage, but still lightning damage of... You take 10 points of lightning.
Cool. Alright. Attack.
All right.
Pack tactics.
Of course. Nice. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
Third
So-
level smite.
Oh, love it. So same as before, the as your sword cleaves into him, the lightning seems to kind of pull it away, so the sword itself doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as normal.
Oh, no, I have to make my macro for third level smite.
No worries.
God, 14 extra damage.
Okay. So the smite, though, you see the radiant light burst out, and it seems to fully affect
Cool.
Theobrin.
Second attack. 17.
17, no. The sword itself is pulled too far away by the lightning again. Just you're not able to hit Theobrin with this.
Cool. Action surge. Attack.
All right.
20.
20 hits.
Third level smite. 23.
Jesus. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. So the slashing damage doesn't seem to do as much, but the radiant light bursts out of him.
Nordmarsh is a magic weapon if that makes a difference on my slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, that does. Then that would be.
Good.
Yeah, so you proceed to fuck up Theobrin with these slashes.
I have one more attack.
Okay.
27. 16
Goddamn.
slashing. Second level smite. 21.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Theobrin looks sufficiently bloodied at this point.
Bonus action. Chugging a healing potion so I don't die.
Fantastic.
I might unfortunately need to use my orc effect for the first time ever.
Oh no.
All right. So, end your turn.
7 whole damage. Yep, that's all.
Damikos, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I am going to simply send an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
Cool. That's 3 beams now because we're now 11.
Of course.
Jesus. First beam.
So the first beam, as soon as it hits the wall of arcane, lightning just gets torn away by it.
Cool. Second beam. Roll 20. There we go.
That one hits.
And third beam. 22.
That one also hits.
Cool. So that is going to be 10 total force damage.
Okay. All right. Excellent. End of your turn.
Yes.
All right. Joven, it is your turn, and you start out by taking the lightning damage. And you take 9 points of lightning damage. You are muted.
All right. I think that I need to hit him a little harder, so I am going to use Reckless Attack.
Okay.
And attack number 1.
That hits.
Okay. I would like him to make a con save.
Okay. 1 second. Let me put this down here. What's the DC?
16.
I thought I was gonna say 6. Yeah, no, he passes.
Okay. Not a problem. Attack number 2 and 3 coming up.
That's a hit. And the last one, it's deflected too much by the lightning, but the second one does hit.
Okay. 3 attacks, and that will be it for my turn.
Excellent. Okay. So it gets to Theobrin's turn. Go ahead and roll that damage for the psychic. Okay. And he's going to make the wisdom saving throw. And he passes. Jesus.
Okay.
All right. And So he kind of like leans back up and he's looking at specifically Zahn with just pure malice in his eyes. Gara, the T-Rex.
He's awake. I'm going to scoot around so I don't end up smacking anybody.
I believe you
My
have
tail.
reach, so you could have attacked over
I
top
know.
of us.
But I don't want to smack you with my tail.
No, I guess that's true.
As you enter in, as your like dinosaur form starts to start to lean over the lightning, you take. Damn, you take 25 points of lightning damage.
Not so bad. I think I'm doing my math correctly. Sorry, you said 25?
I did.
Because I have to do my con to keep the spell up.
That'd be DC 12.
Hey,
Yeah, you're good. Still a T-Rex.
get fucked. At 10 hit points. I'm taking revenge. One bite, one tail smack.
Good. Go ahead. Do it. So as you bite, you just get a mouthful of lightning that just causes you to rear back.
Well, tail attack. Oh, fuck this guy.
And as you swing out your tail, it's almost like the tail is being lifted by the lightning over him and then slammed back into the snow on the other side.
This is incredibly rude.
End of your turn?
Yeah.
Zahn, it is your turn.
How beat up does he look?
So his body looks very beat up, but his eyes are only starting to begin to dim down.
Alright. I guess I'll wait then. Let's go for more attacks.
Okay.
27.
That's a hit.
Level 2 smite.
Before you want to do that smite, your axe hits into his chest, and he sort of starts to slump over onto his staff. And the arcane lightning seems to dim out. Or at least get very low.
Okay.
Anything? Do you still want to smite or no?
Whew. That first one, yes. For 11.
Okay.
Still up.
He's like the radiant light pierces out, but he's on his knees, like holding onto his staff with both hands, breathing heavily.
Okay. I would like to take the second attack non-lethally.
Okay.
25.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And I'll reroll that damage in case that doesn't put him down. So that's gonna be 9.
So you swing at your axe and hit him with it, and he falls over on his side. And for right now, he seems to be taken out.
Oh Christ! Still haven't used my orcish feature.
But since
Never
you are
will.
still in the lightning, oof, you take 12 points of lightning damage.
Still haven't used my orcish feature and never will. I'm at 4 HP. I'm gonna step onto his spot, so hopefully I don't get any more lightning stepped on me.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Is that the end of your turn? The movement and the action?
yeah, I'm just gonna stand over top of him and basically in a both half defending, half I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you continue face.
Cool. Damikos, it's your turn.
Cool. Let's try this now. So, I want a Black Coat's Blessing or not. I don't even know if this is going to affect him.
I mean, as of right now, he is taken out.
Yep.
Zahn is kind of standing over him threateningly.
Yeah, I was just kind of like wanting to drive the point home slightly.
Sure.
I want to try casting Oppressive Cold on him.
So you cast out your cold, oppressive cold, and it doesn't seem to affect him. On your turn?
Makes me know one stat about him. Possibly. That'll. Yeah, I guess I'll move a bit closer, like just to the edge, so I'm not like in the lightning, but just like on the edge.
Cool.
If that's possible.
Joven, it is your turn.
I was about to say I'd like to use my reaction for Instinctive Pounce, which lets me pick a creature within 15 feet of me who ends its turn there and move closer to them.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do that out
All
of
right.
my turn, and now it's my turn.
Sure.
Just breathe a sigh of relief, look over to where Zahn is, and just be like, so I guess all that's left is to finish this, huh? Well, best not delay it. And I'm just going to kind of just I'm not, you know what? As I'm sitting here kind of like waiting to see if Zahn does or does not, I'm going to go ahead and take the dodge action.
Cool.
As I just kind of cross my arms, waiting to see what Zahn does with our now incapacitated Theobryn.
Excellent. So as the turn ends and you don't deal damage or receive damage, your rage begins to fade from you. And top of the round. Hold on, I'm going to move. Actually, he's right here. Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure I was grabbing the right token. As the round ends, he kind of blinks. The lightning surges into him. And you can see these sort of black and red chitinous plates start to form over his body. And he blinks up at you, Zahn, and goes, "Curious, you could never fight fair, could you?" And he leans over to look at Damikos, and he starts he leans over to look at Joven, and he starts whispering under his breath. Joven, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Dodge can't protect against that.
No, it cannot.
Still within 10 feet.
That won't help.
Well,
Joven,
roll a
you
two.
are filled with an insatiable hunger. And Damikos is looking mighty tasty. And you can almost feel him crunching between your teeth. And then he is going to go ahead and move this over here. He is going to go ahead and disappear out from under you, Zahn, and appear over here. Kara, it is your turn.
Was that a spell?
It was.
Never mind, I don't have any tier level 3 spells anymore. Never mind.
I gotta chase him. Because Zahn's over here, and Joven is looking at Damikos as if he's a snack, so...
But he is, though. A whole snack.
I'm going to try and bite him to grapple. Yep.
Make a bite.
Should just save this.
I have to tell you this. Like, I have my computer with the Roll20 hooked up to the TV, so it's like watching a mini movie. Oh God, yeah, that hits.
DC 17 or be grappled, motherfucker.
Great.
Boost
I would
the
like to
snack
remind
now.
you, I did take the dodge action on my turn.
Yeah, you took the dodge action.
4d12.
Domikos is the one looking like a snack, so you're gonna have to start feasting on Domikos. Let me see right here. Just let me check one thing real quick. All right, that is not concentration. Good to know. It is a. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. God damn it. He is currently grappled. And that's
Fuck.
Do you
38
do damage on your
piercing,
grapple?
you said?
38 piercing, yes.
Okay. So you bite into him, but your teeth sink into the black chitinous plates, and it doesn't feel like you're doing as much damage as you could as normal.
That's fine. Can I just,
All right. End of your
can
turn?
I turn in place so that he's facing the rest of them again?
Sure. I'm just gonna put him right here. Oh, and grappled. Yeah, grappled's fine. Excellent. So, end of your turn?
Yep.
Zon. You are muted.
Would I be able to attack without taking liking damage while he's hanging from her mouth?
Considering that being grappled, he is inside of her mouth. No, he'd technically be in this square right here.
Oh, okay.
Or fuck,
Cool.
like right here. So I'll just put him right there. I'll grab him if necessary.
Sure, that makes sense. You actually could right-click him in place, and go to place, or take to front.
Oh,
you can actually
sweet.
put him on top.
I'm actually gonna put you back and then put him right here. Here.
Cool.
There.
Cool. Then I'll just do what I was gonna normally do. I'm gonna lay on hands myself for 35.
You don't want to risk it?
Nah. I gotta keep the streak going. I can't really do much else. Let me. Yeah, I'm just gonna move across. Come here.
Cool. So as you move through the lightning, you take 32 points of lightning damage.
God damn it! Now I'm back down to 6.
Now that was a good roll.
Or 7, whatever. And as I'm running across, I'm just like screaming at this hanging body's face. I'm not curious. We're only here to answer questions. And that's it.
Cool. So, Domikos, it is your turn. You're kind of watching this, and you notice Yovan is staring at you kind of weirdly. And there's a little bit of drool.
Yovan?
Yes.
Don't want to do this, but don't take this the wrong way, but
I just need something from you. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't feel comfortable in this space at the moment. Is it obvious that he's becoming aggressive towards me?
I'll give you a free insight check.
All right, let's do this. This will influence what I do. Nope. Cool.
No, he's kind of staring. It's weird that he's focusing more on you, but there was, thinking back, there was that article saying about how you guys are lovers. So it could just be that he is falling for you. It's a weird
Right.
moment to do so.
Joven, now is not the time for this. There's plenty of time elsewhere once we're done with this guy.
It won't take long. And it's not much.
I hate this.
Cool. Well, because I don't. Fuck. Okay. Do it. All right. So.
Ignore that. That wasn't meant for you. Whoops.
All right. I'm gonna do it, Morgan. First time busting this out. I'm going to use a bonus action
Okay.
to trigger the adaptation of the chitinous shell.
So, each of you see black and red chitinous plates start to form over Domikos. Very similar to what you guys just saw on our dear friend Theobryn.
And then using, I believe it's an action. Let me double check the spell. Yep. Cool. I need Theobryn to make another wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. Now I'm less happy. Fuck, he got a 14. I'm even less happy.
Cool. You know what he is now. Incapacitated.
God damn it. Good thing this isn't fucking. Where is it? Here it is. There we go.
That's my turn. I'm just taking a precaution because it's not time for this, Joven.
Cool. So, end of your turn, Yovid, the hunger just overwhelms you.
Yep. And I'm going to use Instinctive Pounce. Since Domikos ended his turn within 15 feet of me, to just move, like, almost leaping and bounding, kind of land behind him. And bonus action Rage, as I am now driven by hunger. And kind of just like, you kind of see the spectral energy form around Yoven's head. And it kind of has like that vague outline of the Devourer. He just opens up and clamps down on Domikos' shoulder from behind.
Does this effect require concentration?
It does not.
Okay.
And I'll recklessly attack, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Should I or shouldn't I?
Nah, it's up to you.
It is. I'm not gonna reckless.
Okay. Oof.
Ow.
That's a lot.
Oof.
So what's the total after all that? Because it's a crit, so
That's a 22.
cool. Domikos is unconscious.
So you guys see Joven
what?
bite into Domikos, and Domikos just kind of slump down into the snow, some blood coming out of his shoulders and between the cracks in the chitin. And let's see. All right, so Domikos is no longer a viable creature.
Yep.
And
And
so now you have to move
Chitin-
on to another target, Joven.
Yep.
But good news.
On the bright side, I recover 4 hit points from that attack. Oh, I am sorry.
Actually, it's at the. So you guys see the red and black chitinous plates slowly start to retract back into Domikos' body. Joven, it's still your turn.
I guess I'm gonna go for the bigger one. Just darts.
I'm gonna smack you off this goddamn mountain, Joven.
I wouldn't blame you. 14.
Joven, you have advantage against creatures that don't have all of their hit points.
Okay. I was really hoping you wouldn't do that, but okay. 24 to hit for 13 damage.
My AC is 13 as a T-Rex, you asshole!
At least it's less.
I actually have to fucking keep a calculator open for this now.
Oh, thank good.
Alright. Still have 98 health. Are you done, sir?
Yeah.
Cool. So, Joven, end of your turn. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
This hunger is almost overwhelming. And let's hope you don't fail it again. All right, so right at the end of your turn, he's going to Theobrand, kind of like blinking awake, is going to use a
Id insinuation is also gone, by the way.
yeah, that's the only reason why he dropped being unconscious at the in Joven's turn, or incapacitated in Joven's turn. So he's going to use this legendary action to make a claw attack inside of your mouth, Kara. And he's gonna fucking miss.
Thank you for
And
the
so
modifiers,
start
Harmon.
his round. So you can feel his body start to ripple inside of your mouth, Kara. Are you gonna keep holding, or are you gonna spit him out?
I have 98 health. It's fine.
Cool. Let me go over. I go up. You are gonna take this full hit then, and he is gonna go ahead and. So this T-Rex takes 26 points of piercing damage. And he is going to go ahead and use that last slap. And reappear right here. And then that is going to be his turn. Okay. Kara, it is your turn.
Be close
Quick
enough that I can.
Yes.
Does it count as a creature?
He does, but Kara is still the closest creature.
Damn it.
And Yeah, unfortunately, the thing does say moves to and attacks the closest creature that isn't undead or construct. So unfortunately, Kara is the closest.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. Okay, Kara.
Is he still within biting distance?
Yes.
I will absolutely bite him again.
Go ahead and make your bite.
Oh, god damn it.
So you go to snap, but you just get a mouthful of lightning again.
Okay. Because I don't know what's happening, I'm going to smack Yovan with the tail. Nope. At least I don't think so.
Yovan is no. That you go to
does
smack
this-
Yovan, but he kind of like ducks under the tail.
Damn
Shark
it,
heads. No, go ahead.
I was hoping this worked like reckless and she'd have advantage. God damn it.
No, unfortunately. So, Kara, end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, Zahn, it's your turn.
I have to actually use it now because I can't do anything otherwise. How bad does he look?
He looks pretty bad. He doesn't look like he can keep
Okay.
going like this for very much longer.
Well, now that he didn't want to take my merciful end, I'm going to run across, and it's gonna do damage. It's gonna put me down to 1 because I have to use Relentless Endurance now.
You broke
Yeah,
the chain, Morgan.
Fuck, 17 points of lightning damage. You're down to 1 hit point.
Actually, I'm gonna come right here. So I still get pack tactics. And now I'm attack with advantage.
Okay.
Lamikos is down, technically.
Well, then my first roll was a net 20, so technically the first one's one I get.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm guessing you also want to...
That's also max damage. I want to reroll that second one, yeah.
And I'm guessing you also want to smite.
Oh, of course.
I mean, it's a crit. It's like written in the Paladin Handbook.
So that's going to be a 23 instead of
Cool.
19. And then I'm going to smite with my last second level spell slot. So it's going to be 68, so I'm just going to roll it twice.
Yeah, so
29?
How do you want to do this?
Thank Christ. Fucking guy. He fucking snaps out of his mouth, and I, stumbling across as I'm bleeding profusely with several burns and lightning marks up my arms. No, I'm rushing over, barely conscious at this point, and fucking just decapitating him with one move.
Cool. So as your axe hits his neck, the chitinous plates sort of start to crack over the axe, and he starts to slump down, and then you each wake up inside your bed. If you were at 0 hit points, you're now at 1. And we are
He's
out
already
of
at 1.
initiative. So, each of you are laying inside your beds. Your wounds do remain. However, they are no longer bleeding. You can hear the sound of some owls coming from outside, and when you do look out your window, it is nighttime. And yes, Domikos, go ahead and make that roll.
Cool. I have the PDF in front of me.
I don't know why it should be here. Let me go take a look right here. Here it is. Hold on. Um, that's weird. Why doesn't it have it here?
Here, I'll look it up.
No, I believe it's a misprint. So due to the, I'll just send it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so what's everyone doing?
I'm laying in my bed and taking a short rest because now I'm at 1 hit point before we go see a fucking vampire horde.
Cool. So everyone wants to take a short rest, or you're just gonna? Well, I mean, technically, it's gonna be a short rest for everyone if you're gonna wait for him anyway. So yeah, go ahead and take a short
I'm not
rest.
leaving my room for a bit. I got a lot to think about.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
Ooh, nice crit on the hit.
I think that was 11. Let me just count real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Or no, that was 12. One less. Almost broke 100.
All right. So as your short rest winds to the close, you guys bandaging yourselves up. With Noodle making an absolute mess in your room, Kara, as you do so. Just kind of like trying to settle on what happened. He is just running in circles, doing that thing where, like cats where they'll stare at something and then skitter at 300 miles per hour into the wall and then underneath the bed.
What are you looking at? What do you see? What could you possibly see? God, I gotta take you out hunting for a little bit too. Oh, shit in hell. Fucking cats. Anyway, I'm gonna go find the others as soon as that's over.
Sure. So Kara's heading to the common room.
Yep.
You guys notice that there are some there are some foods set out for you. There's already a fire burning in the fireplace. There's some goblets of wine that have been poured for you guys.
Just hanging out.
Cool. So Kara and Zana, the first ones in the common room.
Domikos will come out. Just sit down in a chair, exhausted still from the fight.
How long have you been able to do that?
He just grunts.
You realize that your form is very similar to, the changelings we've been talking about or speaking to, and the man we just fought in a strange, very realistic dream, who was summoning something that obviously was not good.
So Damikos just responds in a single word that is in a guttural voice that no one recognizes.
What language is it?
I think that means the tone. Like
Just
okay.
the tone of the voice, not like
Okay.
language.
Okay.
I was about to say. If it's, I know some languages.
The word he is going to say is unknown. Unknown.
The hell are you? What?
Well, I don't think it's what he is or what he's becoming because of the things that he carries around with him and just sort of lets them
What?
happen. Oh, now you're interested in the things that Zon says about the strange orb that he's been carrying around for months.
Fine.
What the actual fuck? Like, just
Is this really not shocking to you? I've been saying this for months! Months!
what the? I'm actually getting up and pacing. Kara is getting up and pacing. What the?
I'm not leaving this room. I'm not leaving this room.
Oh, by the way, you can absolutely hear Kara freaking out in the other room.
I know.
You don't
Dude, this
get your
room's
ass out here. I'm going to drag you out of your fucking room.
Do these rooms have doors?
Yes, the rooms do have doors, and the doors do have locks.
I'm closing it and locking it.
Dimension door open.
So, in this moment of like Zon and Damikos looking at each other and Kara facing, you guys hear the soft click of a door shutting, and then the sound of a metal lock being turned.
Sure. So, I don't think this is fine, if that's what you're trying to imply with your newly found voice.
Confirming something with Morgan. Okay, so in that case, you're going to hear a voice. Like, okay, Morgan, can I actually say more than one word?
Yeah,
I do.
no, it's just your throat is filled up with like the chitinous plate, so it's
Gotcha.
hard to speak. So you can do your telepathy thing
Cool.
just fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna speak into Zon's mind and say, I have no idea what you're talking about. All is fine here. See, I'm literally.
Do you still think I'm an idiot?
No, I don't know what you were talking about.
Why don't you say it with your actual mouth then?
Can't.
Yeah, no shit! Exactly! Weird.
Look, that hurt. Joven's bite hurt me hard, okay?
Oh, I know. I don't... We'll go over that later. I don't believe he was in his sound mind, though, so I can't exactly fault him for it. However,
I do want to point
you
out
are
that-
not in your sound mind and haven't been for months.
First off, why was Theobrin calling you by...
I
not you?
believe it was some form of, I don't know, refraction type situation where we were living out a memory of something, you know, the whole strange diverging timelines sort of scenario. I don't know. All I know is that S showed up and we ended up in a dreamscape where we lived out a memory of some sort, and that wasn't great.
Yes, and Theobrin strangely looked like my father in some respects.
Oh. That's good information to know. I don't know how that's relevant yet, but that probably will be relevant at some point. Either way, I'm more interested in this, let's get the orb away from you situation where you're not able to speak now.
Tried that once and it didn't get away from me.
Oh, I know.
I
I'm
love how
more
this is
curious if you're actually okay with it leaving you, because you should be.
Because of the orb, I was able to shut him down most in that.
Oh, that's great. What happens when we have to shut you down? What happens when you end up like him? Because he was doing a lot of the similar things, except he was also crazy and trying to kill us.
I can't hear shit. I can only hear Zon.
Well, no, you can hear. I assume Zon's speaking to him just with his voice. And
It's
Dominic
I
is
am.
replying.
I'm
Yeah.
not telepathically
Telephone
speaking.
call.
Yeah, like it only says like I just communicate. It's like they would still have to
I can't
code.
communicate back. It's not like sending.
I imagine that he, like, Damokos is doing all the motions and stuff that you do when you talk. It's all just through his mind.
Yeah,
And Zon is just responding out loud.
exactly. Zon's talking to himself right now.
I'm gonna go get Joven. This is a group conversation.
So we're actually gonna, as she just turns to leave to go down Joven's hallway, we're gonna go ahead and follow her. Kara, his door is locked.
I don't want to spend a spell slot on this. I don't.
We did get a long rest, right? We just didn't get the health back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. So we have all of our spells and shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Health is just low.
that's fine.
Good to know.
I didn't use a single spell slot in that encounter.
Brag.
I'm gonna knock on the door. I know for a fact that you're awake, because the rest of us are. Joven, I swear to God, if you don't unlock this fucking door, I am going to dimension door into your room and unlock it myself.
He's going to just. You hear just some hasty kind of shuffling before he comes over to the door. You just hear the click as he unlocks it and opens it up. Just looking at you with not making eye contact.
We can talk about you biting us later, but like, you need to come see this. Or rather, see the one-sided conversation that's going on. And maybe if Damokos will say something again, hear what the fuck he sounds like.
Joven's gonna follow. Just
I don't even have to use any of my charisma skills. Yeah.
So,
he just has
Uh,
a permanent frown.
so you guys go back in, and in enters a, guilty-looking Joven.
Well, are you willing to work with us to get rid of the orb? Or at least make it safe? Because it's not.
This is how you'll know I'm talking mentally. And you know as much as I do, we're in a difficult situation and need as much power as we can at the moment. Especially with what comes after you get back to Moroth.
He said we need power. but I think that's a load of shit.
Power for what?
Exactly. Well, he thinks we needed to beat things, and also he wants to kill the queen with me, so, he needs it for that. But if he ends up turning into a mad psychopath like Theobryn did, then what's the point?
I'm going to mentally talk to Joven, and I'm going to say, that bite hurt, by the way.
Joven's
I
gonna
didn't
look
get
over
that
at
one.
Domicos.
What'd you say?
Joven's gonna look over at Domicos, and he's gonna reach over for one of the bottles of unopened wine. He's just gonna uncork it and just drink from the bottle a little bit.
Speaking like this to you because I can't otherwise. And then he's going to say, hi. Deep guttural voice.
He's just going to, he's not going to swallow the wine. He's just going to swish it in his mouth to get that taste of blood out and spit it out into, like, some place. I need something that's just not copper in my mouth. As does, I just gotta look over at Domicos and just be like, sorry about, yeah. Now he's gonna start drinking the wine.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Domicos isn't replying to you, Zahn. I think
Internally, I'm thinking about his fucking orb, my fucking coat, and Joven's old axe. So I'm like, fuck.
I mean,
Sure.
Zahn, might I also remind you that this orb is the key to our Velirine escapade? You take. It's not really a hindrance. I can still speak. I try to cast prestidigitation to create a fire in the fireplace.
So when he opens his mouth, what's the sound that comes out sounds like almost like rocks grinding against each other, but then prestidigitation does occur.
that's unpleasant to listen to.
Sidebar, Chris, you might be muted on the stream, according to.
Damn it.
It's just been a...
That's annoying.
Okay.
I don't know how long that was like that, but oh well.
You also heard how it was told to us that this key seems to have latched onto me, and it's quite difficult
Oh, I know.
from its host.
That's not my question. I want you to be okay with us removing it or making it safe. Not how difficult it might be, not that it might make you more powerful. We need a way of making it safe so that this doesn't happen. And you don't end up like a crazy mad scientist person that we just had to beat the hell out of, or he was going to kill us.
I mean, if we can make it safer, that would be great. However, the separating it from me is going to prove fruitless, as it came even from the bag of holding back to me.
Oh, I know. I'm asking you to be okay with it, because at the moment you don't seem okay with it. You seem like you're just fine with letting whatever happens, happens.
If we can find answers to make it safer, then yes, but I
Then we
definitely
should
feel-
actively search for those answers and not be okay with just having everything happen to us.
Besides, we have bigger fish to fry. I think the Lord wants to see us.
Oh, I know. We'll get to that. This is long term. That is short term right now. Do please interject if you two have any comments, because
Well,
I assume I am not alone in this, that I don't want a party member becoming crazed enough to be Theobrin level of trying to kill us.
it does make one wonder if the orb is connected to Theoprin.
It is. It's without a doubt. I don't think we have to look very hard into it. It's the same material. It's the same effect that Theobrin had. It's the same effect that those changelings had. It is obviously connected in some way to him, or at least someone from Velirine.
Well, I would imagine if that is the case,
It is. There's no asking if. It is.
then we need only worry of meeting people who Theobrin might have had a disgust for.
Well, we have a worry of how long can he have that within his possession before he goes crazy. That's my worry. Or it affects him in such a negative way that it affects us all.
I mean, hopefully we don't run into anyone aligned with Hyraxis, but outside of that, it should be temporarily fine.
Temporarily fine is not okay in my mind, though. If we're just allowing things to be temporarily fine, then what's the point in taking any action against it at all if it'll temporarily be fine for forever if we want it?
It's a difficult situation.
I don't think it's that difficult. I just think we need to make a decision now that we are going to look into this and make sure it's a priority if we can find information about it. Because
I'm fine with looking into it. It's just there have also been benefits.
he said he's fine
That
with looking
outweigh.
into it.
If we can find a way to mitigate these side effects and downsides, there's nothing wrong with looking into it either. Perhaps if it comes to it, we can try to remove it from him.
That's all I'm asking for. Because, yes, benefits and all, but benefits only last so long. We don't know how long that's going to last.
Yeah, I've got a question. So, would it be safe to assume that if we know about items you can attune to, you know that there's some that just won't let you untune to them? Like this fucking jacket!
I mean, that's just curse.
Yeah, there's definitely cursed items that will bind themselves to people. And you do know that some curses can be resolved. The curses can be resolved, whether it's difficult or easy, depends on the skill level of the person who cast the curse in the first place.
You know I can remove curse. I tried on the statue.
I mean,
I don't think you have high enough level spell slots for that yet.
you've killed. We've technically. I don't know if it's actually killed Theobrin, but maybe that had an effect on your jacket.
I mean, going into the meta at least, you know that. Well, you wouldn't know, but remove curse just removes an item. It doesn't completely remove the curse. Well, it doesn't destroy the curse on the item. It just removes it from you.
Yeah, it's just like, here, you can now take this off.
Yeah, basically. So I don't have to be the high enough level to destroy it. I just have to be high enough level to take it off of you.
Oh, I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about him and his fucking orb.
Oh, that... Who the fuck knows?
Exactly.
Amicus might. I'm waiting for an answer.
Perhaps we can look for some key words within that book of his now that we've seen him in action.
I'm gonna pull out the journal.
All this talk about curses, I don't think this orb is meant to hinder me in any way.
It's hindering you right now. You can't talk to us.
I can still talk to you.
Yeah.
Individually, and I say that one at a time.
Not because of the orb. You had that power before the orb.
It's so difficult to know.
Yes,
when
because I have this power, I can work around this.
Just gonna say the card.
The orb probably did not know that you had that power before you took it.
Could you perhaps look up a term for me in that book?
I can try.
When I grabbed Theobrin and tried to pull him out and talk him down, he referred to me as one who bore the mark of the Forsaken. I would like to see if there's any notes in there on what that is.
Right. Google search the fucking book, I guess.
Make an investigation check.
And I help Kara.
That depends on whether she's going to let you help. I don't know how everyone's feeling about each other right now.
And I help. I actually know the language.
Actually, yeah. So because it's the language, only Zahn is able to help.
I can also help.
Oh, I mean, fair enough. You do have the thing.
Yeah.
So that honestly, it depends on whether she wants you to help.
You guys didn't notice in the Velirine place, I was reading the Velirine.
I'm the only one who can't read it.
Motherfucker! We gotta teach Yeoman how to read. Anyway,
just in general. He needs to know
just,
to read.
Just in general.
I will accept any fucking help I can get from the people that can actually read the language.
Cool. Go ahead. Roll with advantage.
Okay.
Nice. So you find Forsaken, but it's less of an entry, like a descriptive entry, and it's the words Forsaken, traitor over and over again, kind of like repeatedly scribbled into the page with martyr written out with it, jagged lines scratched through it, and at the bottom of the page there is a drawing of a simplistic mask with a big X through it.
Fucking hate masks. But it doesn't look like the host's mask.
I need you to. Fuck, what would this be? Throw another investigation check. Yeah, unfortunately, the whole scatterbrained, scatterbrained, a more hyperfixation on marking these Forsaken, with occasionally the word Fallen sprinkled in the mix, marking them out as traitors with the big X in the middle of the mask. It's hard to tell what the features of the mask are, so it's really hard to tell what it is.
Can I assist? Because I was already helping.
Yeah, go ahead. Reroll it with advantage.
Reroll with advantage? Or
No, just throw another roll.
Okay.
It looks. So on a second look, after Zahn starts pointing out some features, it does look similar to the mask, but you're not able to tell for sure whether it's an exact rendition of the mask or whether you might be reading into it due to, the whole Theobrin being on the side of the Arkmere and the host wanting to kill the Arkmere, and then us saying, hey, by the way, the host was born in Velirine. So you might be reading into it, but it does look a little bit similar. What are you eating? It might be a little bit. It does look similar to the host mask.
Did you find anything?
I fucking hate his handwriting.
Because between being labeled as a fallen and a forsaken, and any other number of things, I'm getting quite tired of accumulating titles that I have no knowledge of what they mean.
Well, 2 of them might be lumped into one at this point.
Lovely.
All it says is traitor.
Well, we now know that he didn't like the martyrs, and possibly in that dream we were watching a memory unfold, and if you were wearing something similar to something someone would have worn, you were possibly part of the martyrs, possibly, I don't know. And he believes Curus is some sort of traitor for attacking him, from stopping him from doing whatever he was doing.
It seems that...
That is, if we played it out correctly and we actually did stop him, or if Curus didn't stop him, I don't quite know. This might be a better thing to bring up to your bat friend we might want to go take a visit to eventually again.
Yes, maybe. It would certainly be good to have. It is quite frustrating to not have accurate memories of something that feels like everyone except me knows.
No. Welcome to the last 6 months.
There's a look of just frustration on Yoda's face that he kind of just sits and almost pouts. He's just staring at the wine.
Alright, let's go speak to the Vampire Lord and try to figure out at least the stuff that we can do on this realm of existence and understand enough. We need to get
Quick
that
question.
dagger back. Then we can go explore Velirine more if we want to. And we have to go get that other sword piece. Oh god, so many things. I'm gonna go find the regent or whatever.
Cool. So I'm assuming everyone follows him. As you guys do approach, like you're familiar with the way over to the hall. As you guys approach, you do see that the great doors are opened, and sort of lounging in their throne is the Vampire Lord, and standing very meekly at their side is Jethra. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for watching us tonight. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Wear a fucking mask. And go ahead, follow us on Twitter. Follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And follow us on, forgot the name of the site, Twitch.
You forgot the site that we're on?
I've been losing a lot of words, man. This quarantine is ruining me.
Okay, bye.
Peace, guys.